Well, hi, and welcome to my shop. Holy smokes, it's been a long time. It's been almost 2 months since I've been in here working on a radio. If you've been following my videos, you know I've been doing a home renovation. Oh, you can hear a little bit of that renovation going on in the background. And so this is my first thing I'm doing in my somewhat fixed up shop here. Just give you a quick glance of things. I think this is probably pretty close to the final arrangement of my equipment, but really what I want to do is go over this radio. So now I picked this, I actually own this radio. It's not often I own the radio you see me working on. I own this one. I bought this at a yard sale this summer. I paid all of $10 for it. That's a great price for a radio like this because at a glance, glass is good, knobs exist. Even the cloth here is in pretty good shape. It's a little rough down here, but not bad. You can read the words here: broadcast, shortwave, and 31 meters, I believe is what it says there. So it's never been refinished, obviously. The cabinet's in actually very good shape. So I'm looking for gross damage to the cabinet. I mean, it's full of all kinds of nicks and scratches and stuff like that. But that's all kind of minor stuff. There's nothing major going on with this. And what happens if I try to tune it? Let's see what happens here. You can see the pointer moving. Wow, okay, pretty good on the score. Now let's flip it around. We'll take a look in the back. Took me about 1 minute to decide to buy this radio after glancing at it. Yes, it has the rotten power cord, but that doesn't matter. That's really not a factor. But I could see it has its tubes. They look like the correct tubes. It looks like nothing funny has been done with this thing at all. So I think it's in really pretty good shape. Made in Canada. Canadian Westinghouse company. Model number. Of course, my shop is only partially reassembled here, so I don't necessarily have everything I might want at my reach. You know what I do have, though? I do have my close-up camera. Let's get that going. Okay, let's try that. I'm trying to read the model number here. .683A. Model number 683A. Okay, let's take another. Oh, we got the close-up going. So obviously this is the connection to some internal antenna. Just basically a wire here. Oh, it keeps coming. Comes right around to here. Okay, so it's just a piece of wire. Loop it around. What's this? A1, A3 linked together in a ground terminal. Well, I think when we get the schematic, we can take a look at what's going on with these two terminals here. Okay. What else can we see in here? Let's take a look. It's all looking pretty good. There's the speaker terminal. Clearly this isn't a radio I'm just going to plug in. I've got to change this power cord out of here before I can plug it in. So maybe we should extract it from the case and take a look. Take a little better look at it. And of course, setting up my equipment here, my new shop arrangement. I've got a couple extra shelves now. You know what? There's a screw right in the middle of this. I think this is screwed right in here. I have not fully set up my shop. It's going to become apparent fairly quick. I thought maybe I should get in here and get some work going. That'll help me that'll help me sort out the equipment arrangement in my shop, camera angles and stuff like that. There we go. Get that out. I'm going to stick this screw right back in. Okay, so the sound in the background is Brent working away on tiling in the bathroom behind me. So that's where all the pounding is. Hey, it's got a phono input. I don't know why it looks like that. Okay, I have to take the, I can cut this cord off. No loss there. Ooh. Wow. Even this is cracked. That's junk. Okay, pop the knobs off here. Looking to see if there's any screws locking them down. Doesn't look like it. There we go. Okay, now two. Ooh, look at those feet are just pieces of steel studs on here now. Probably better just to get rid of these completely, as opposed to dragging this around on your furniture. Okay, just 2 screws. I think I started to say my shop is not completely set up. That even includes tools and everything. I have the equipment here. I'm trying to take it one step at a time. There we go. Okay, so I'm holding the chassis with my other hand here to keep it from falling. Oh, it's a falling. There we go. Okay, out it comes. I'm going to grab it by the power transformer here. And just here. snug fit. Okay, something holding back. Wire. Duh. Come. There we are. Pretty dusty, but no gold coins. Okay. Well, it looks to be in okay shape. It's just really, really dirty. Let's draw out the bottom plate here. Let's see how we do it. Oh, look at that. Huh. A lucky win there. Okay. This can come off. 1, 2, 3. Off the screws. So you can see how this is really well covered. It's got a real screwed on tight bottom plate here. It could be in surprisingly good condition inside. Excuse me. I think I may have mentioned on other videos I've just gotten over the flu, or I'm just getting over the flu. So if I cough a bit, that's what it is. There we go. That's good. So, someone recently left me a comment about a gimmick and wondered if I had disturbed a gimmick in one of the radios I was working on. No, I hadn't in that case, but look, there's a gimmick right there. I said, what are you talking about, Jim? I'm talking about this twisted bit of wire. Actually, so that's a capacitor. That's a capacitor nicknamed a gimmick. It's just two wires twisted together, and then in the course of tuning up the radio when it was built, the twisted wire would be cut back, cut back, cut back, cut back until the capacitance in here was suitable for the radio. So we do not want to touch this. We don't want to bend it or anything. Although ultimately I might want to replace this with a real capacitor, but for now not to be fooled by something like this. Think it's just a useless thing. Cut it all away. That would be a bad mistake. So there we are. That's one interesting thing. Let's just scan through here. Start at the bottom. Yes, you know, this oh. Doesn't look too bad. Wires are stiff. They're like cement. All this stuff here. Wow, okay. So don't be fooling around too much in this one. There's another paper capacitor here. Doesn't look too bad, actually. There's another one here. Open on the end there, maybe. So I'm judging the quality of the wax covering on the capacitor here. This, I think, is a Hunt's capacitor. This is a molded style capacitor. This actually can be a worse actor than these wax ones, especially if it's manufactured by a company called Hunt's. I can't see around behind it here, but I'll come up a little bit further. So there's a high wattage resistor right there. The high wattage resistors usually run warm and consequently have a shortened life. This one looks okay. Look right in here. There's some heat effect from this resistor on the capacitor here, maybe. Again, it doesn't look bad. This capacitor doesn't look bad. Okay, we're up here at the top. It's not looking quite so good. But, considering the age, these are actually looking to be in pretty good shape. Would these capacitors be bad? From my experience, my guess would be these capacitors are actually pretty good. Pretty good shape. Worth replacing? Probably. Must be replaced in order for the radio to work? Probably not. You might get it might work with reduced performance. In some cases, that just amounts to you turning the volume up higher. That's really all that amounts to. Hey, there's something back here. What is this? It's got a heavy metal bracket. A really well shielded capacitor inside there. That's what I think that is. I don't know. Doesn't quite make sense to me, but it's done for a reason. They wouldn't do something like this for fun. There's something going on with this component anyway. If we look at the bottom of the power supply transformer, there's no sign of leaking compound or anything coming out of it. It looks really good, except the wires are as stiff as can be. Holy smokes. What about up in here? So these are stiff enough that if I bend this to any degree, it's going to crack. The insulation's going to crack. I don't think there's any doubt. They're all stiff. Everything's gone stiff. I'm a little stiff too, so. And so here's the input for the phono, a little bit of shielding. That's interesting. This is probably, coming from the volume control through here to the same point. That's probably a grid connection, but I'm just guessing here. So you don't see anything really terribly wrong with this. Which tempts me to hook up a power cord and turn it on. Let's see what's now. This is typical of these radios. So, you know, you really don't want to make a splice between two wires and leave the splice floating. You'd much rather attach two wires together on a terminal. It's a smarter way to do it. So here you can see the power cords come in. One end does go to a terminal, the on-off switch. The other end, though, is just been directly attached to the primary lead on the power supply transformer right through here. Because I don't have a terminal to solder a new wire onto it. And with these wires so stiff, if I fill around with this to any great degree, I'm going to crack the insulation. Look at how these wires are all bundled right together. So if you start cracking, it'd be pretty tough to move this, but if you did, you could, I guess, introduce a crack and some short circuits in here, potentially. You'd have to put a little effort into that. So what am I going to do here? Get my cutters out. Just crumbles away. Take this off the back here. What I was thinking is I can expose the copper conductor here, solder to it, tape it up or cover it, something like this, and just leave all of this exactly as it is. Not to fool with it. You know, my objective here is not to restore this radio to perfect operation, but to get it functioning without a bunch of unnecessary work. I think I just need to get a power cord now, and well, I'm going to have to dig around for that. Okay, I got a new wire, new old wire. And just turn on the soldering iron here. Chances are, oh no, copper looks good, nice and pretty bright. I was going to say chances are this copper is really badly corroded, but good. Get rid of the old wire here. There we go. See if we can get this through the hole. So I've realized since I started doing this that I am still. It takes a long time to recover from the flu. That's what I want to say. So even though I'm not feverish and stuff like that, I feel shaky. Went out for a little drive earlier to the store to And while I was driving, I was thinking about what I've read. When you have the flu, when you recover from it, for 2 weeks afterwards, your reaction time is severely delayed. So I was out driving, trying to detect whether I'm bad at it or not. I started thinking, it felt like it was true. Looks like we're on our way to trying this radio out. That's what I think I'm doing here. What do you think the chances are this radio would work? 50-50. I want to make sure I slide the tube far enough away from where I'm going to be soldering, or I'll shrink the tube prematurely. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put this wire through the hole. Oh. See? There you are. That's flu. Flu effect. Try again. How many of you caught that? So the type of flu I had is influenza B, and I know this because I know how I caught it, and the person I caught it from was tested, and they have influenza B. So that's what I have. I had the flu shot 3 days before I was sick. How do you like that? So flu shot I think is only 10% accurate this year. It's not very good. Plus you really need like I think really a couple of weeks for the flu shot to charge your system up. So I actually started wondering if, having taken the flu shot, so I have a dead flu virus from the wrong flu in me, my body's dealing with that. Meanwhile I have influenza B in me, and I'm trying to deal with that. I wonder if that just compounded my body's ability to deal with the real flu. I don't know. I think if the shot had been on target, then it couldn't have done anything but help, even if I only got it a few days before I was exposed. But if it's for the wrong kind of flu, I'm just giving my body more things to fight, right at a time when I needed concentrating on the real flu. I don't know. Okay, where's that little shrink tube? That's pretty ugly. There we go. The wire kind of splayed out all over the place there. Okay. There's a big chunk of copper there to heat up. tube to cool. Don't want the tube to shrink. Good. My light wasn't. You can see the temperature of the air coming out of here. It's ready to go. Shrink it. You don't have to shrink it, you know, as much as it can go. I just have to shrink it enough to so it won't slip around or slip off. Okay, that's going to do it. Okay. There we go. Quite the mess here. You can hear Brent in the background talking to his it's a father-son contractor team that's working for me. A couple excellent guys. I'm very lucky, you know, doing renovation work to a very large degree is all about the skill of the people doing the work. It's I'm lucky. Picked a good contractor. Okay, let's just clean this up a little bit. Okay, so I have the signal generator operating here. This is the output. Now since my shop's been reconfigured, I have to sort of do some super safety stuff here. First time safety stuff. So using a neon bulb. Just looking for funny stuff. Now, don't expect that to light up. Oh. No lighting on that. Hey, came in. No action. Excellent. Of course, this is powered from an isolation transformer. There's no earth reference, the same type of earth reference that there is in the power system. That's what's on this black wire. So that's good. No reason to be too concerned. Put that there. We'll hook this up to the antenna. Turn the radio up. We'll tune the signal generator. I can see a problem with my equipment arrangement already. And I want to operate the signal generator. Look what I'm doing with my arm here. This is not very satisfactory. But it is what it is right now. I have to think hard about that. So I'm going to tune the signal generator in hopes of passing the tuning point of the radio and hearing it. Are we ready? I think this is tuned down around 600. Ooh, let's make sure it's on the right. Oh, bingo. some interesting stuff. A bit of motorboating. Wasn't doing that before. Okay, there we go. Let's put this up. With the radio making this sound, I'm feeling a little hopeless here. .50. Give it a full strength here. It's a pretty strong signal now. Something happening. There it is. Okay, let's shut her down. Shut this guy too. So, well, okay. A little farther than I expected to go with this radio. But ultimately, what I've discovered is it's essentially working. It's working very poorly. But it is working. It sort of proves the tubes are all functioning, and it's in a state now that I should be able to fairly easily improve its performance, probably through alignment. And I can think some more about changing out some of the capacitors, but I may not want to do that so quickly. That's it. There we go. First time back in my shop. Boy, am I ever worn out. You can probably hear me fading as I worked along here. I'm literally lightheaded and dizzy at this point. So I gotta go and take it easy. And thanks so much for watching my first video back in my shop. And we'll see you again on the next video. Hey, how about that?